what it was. Yes. That is what it was. What are you doing? No. No, you stay there. Be a good boy. My dog. Alright. What's up, guys? We are live. Anyone there? You like the little character I drew? I drew a nice little character. Yeah. I don't need that stuff. What is this? I'm playing with like a whole new different stream thing, so bear with me. I don't know how to use it fully, but it's really cool. What? Alright. I need to scoot this over slightly. There you go. Okay, so off to a great start. So, hope you guys are having an awesome night. I just felt like drawing, and I just wanted some company while I draw. That's all it was. But you get to like pick the music and choose what I draw. And it can be anything. Like I can draw like all kinds of stuff: unicorns, rainbows, people, goblins, trolls. What I just keep naming stuff off of like Lord of the Rings. I don't know why. Gandalf, Legolas, Aragorn. So it just goes into so many different things. I can draw practically anything as long as that's the thing. Like I can draw anything as long as I have like reference. If I have like reference, and then that's another thing too, is that artists use reference. I know it's crazy to say like maybe possibly that I can just pull this stuff right out of my head, but that is sometimes impossible for me. I don't know what the internal insides of like an engine look like. I have to look at a picture for that. I drew like what's it called? Like this really cool B1 Lancer engine like a long time ago when I was in high school, and man, that was super complicated to draw, and there's no way that I would have been able to just pull that out of my hat. There's no way. So if you're there, say something. Just text. Write something down so I know. See, I even on the little dude, see, I put a little sign right here. It says anyone there with a question mark. So just say hello so I know you're there. Because if not, I'm just gonna be feeling like I'm talking to myself the entire time, and that's not. I mean, I guess people do that. Well, I do that all the time. I can't really say anything, but it would be nice to know if somebody's around so I can bounce questions off. Also, I'm gonna let you guys like pick the music. Like if you're like, hey, listen to this song and it's cool, then that'd be awesome. I'll definitely listen to it. But if it's not cool, then I'm gonna quickly shut it off because I don't want to listen to it. And then maybe my dog will like it. Who knows? Because I got my lab Bane with me. He's here. He's over here just laying on the ground. He'll most likely get up here pretty soon and just start moving around. Or eventually you're going to hear him start whining or scratching himself or something. I don't know. I'm going to check before I officially get started, I'm going to check the stream health to see exactly how it's doing. Oh no. 1152 by 648. 1152 by 648. 1152 by 648. I don't know if I can change that midstream, but we're about to find out. I can't do that in the middle of a stream. Whoops. Done. Oh. Yeah, I can't do that. It was telling me to like change my resolution on my screen, which I could, but I would have to stop and then restart it, and I just don't want to do that because that's annoying. Here, oh, what the? Oh, I'll put this on a separate layer. All right, well, since nobody's telling me what to draw or music to listen to, we're just gonna keep listening to my stuff, and I'm just gonna pick something to draw. Ow! I just hit myself with this microphone. Did you see that? Here, let's go to quick poses. Yes. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Super cool. You know what? Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna pull this into Photoshop because I want you guys to see this too. This is really cool. And like, I just got back from Lightbox, and I did like a workshop where we were doing like Kevin Chan's. Was that his name, or is Kevin Han? Kevin Han or Kevin Chan? One of those. No, Kevin Chan is a dude from Supernatural. That's right. Kevin Han. It had to have been Kevin Han. That dude did an amazing workshop over clothes and like drapery. It was super cool. So I'm just gonna pull this into Photoshop because I want you guys to see, because this is pretty awesome. In terms of like drapery and poses and stuff. Boom. Look at that. Oh, okay, cool. I was about to say, like, this is like horrible resolution. All right. This is what we're gonna be. Sorry. Let's draw this. I'll kind of like walk you through my process. Kind of like how I go about, because this is what I would consider more of like a reference. This would be an excellent reference for like drapery or clothing or poses or something like that, and that would be really awesome. So let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna start drawing. I'm gonna move this mic in case I freaking bash my head again. Okay, cool. So what I want to start with is look at the line of the action. This is just a simple pose, but I mean, there's flow to it. I like that. So that's what I'm looking at when I go and I do like model drawing. That's what I'm trying to mimic, because it's hard to get that type of action from like poses that are like stagnant. And so that's one of the main things that what we want to work on is we want to make the most simplest pose look like it has motion, look like it has drama. And that's one of the huge things about this picture that I really like. So we're just gonna draw that. Oh, come on. Okay, so let me bump this down, opacity a little bit down, and we're just gonna start with a circle. All right, and it's done. Thank you guys for joining the stream, and we will see you next time. Just kidding. Okay, so let's for real get in with this. So you have the pose. Okay, this is exactly how I normally start off with doing something like this. Anyways, is I always start off with like a circle. The circle is going to be like baseline for everything, because that gives me exactly the angle of her face. You can put like a little triangle right here for the nose, stuff like that. Like here's the mouth, boom. When it comes to the chin, like here's her chin. See, Okay. And that's gonna go down, and I'm gonna do this like super rough, and then we're just gonna start working our way up. Let me see. Whoops. If you are joining the stream, then say hello. I don't know if there's a share option right here. Maybe? Hold on. Babe, get away. Let's see if this link works. Maybe. Okay, cool, it does. Alright. I just wanted to check to see if it was working. Alright, let's go. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be starting off with the circle, head, a little bit, a couple of lines and stuff right here, really getting the dramaticness of the pose. And then, like, I want to try to mimic the motion right here going from her neck, you know, so neck would be like going out right there. Motion right here. I'm going to do this like super rough, and then we're going to start going into it. So circle, boom. Let me get some of these lines right here. Oh, got some of that flow. I like that. Okay, we're going to go down. And you know what I've been really enjoying drawing lately is forearms. I don't know why. There's a certain aesthetic to drawing forearms, because a lot of what a lot of people get wrong when they're drawing forearms is the weight. There's a certain weight that comes into drawing forearms. Like, I mean, cause just thinking of it, you have gravity. You know, gravity brings stuff down, or is gravity fake? Some people would think so, but gravity brings, you know, it weighs certain things down. So like clothes, the drapery, that type of stuff. But your forearm has, you know, a certain way that it droops the muscle or fat, depending. But it has an aesthetic to it when you draw it. Look, this right here is just a line. That's just gonna be a line, okay? And I'm gonna do this exactly how I do it at Dirty Jars whenever I go draw downtown at the CCA. Ow! I keep hitting myself. Okay, so here's her pose. And see, it's a little confusing, because when you get into getting the pose, when you get into you know, drawing the pose, it has this one right here is of course covered up in clothes, so we can't see any of that. So I'm pretty much just winging this. You know, here's a circle. Now it looks like she has like a hinge for a waist, and then we're gonna do like a swoop right here for the leg. But you see, it comes down a little bit, so you have that swoop. Her other leg would be somewhere like right here. Okay, and it's a little bit lower, so if you look right here, let me mark it in red. If you look right here, look at that angle. That's exactly the angle that we're gonna try to mimic. Okay, look at the angle of her hand. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay, shoulder, boom, shoulder. Going over here into the arm, forearm, head. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Whenever I'm getting into this and I'm getting a little bit more further along, that's exactly what I'm looking at. So this leg is actually going to go right here. This leg actually extends a little bit out. Ooh, and I like that swoop of the foot right here at the very bottom. Looks nice. That's literally just going to be like a shape. See? So just a shape like that, that's how we're going to get started as far as all that. And then we're just going to keep building this up. We're just going to be pretty much building the forms, building the shapes, the shadows. The shadows is, what I'm really looking at. That's something that I really enjoy too, is developing the shadows, because there's so much form when you get into drawing like shadows and stuff like that. Okay, so do that. Boom. This one was super easy because it was pretty much just like that. She's sitting in a chair. And let me extend her a little bit over right here. Magic of Photoshop. You can do anything I want. Let me see. That's why I like Photoshop a lot. I have no idea which stream thing to look at. I'm just gonna assume that this one right here is the one that I'm looking at. Okay, so let's get this hand right here. The hand, I'm merely just gonna do like a shape. Here you go. That's like a hammer or a claw. Oh, here, let's get her hair. I like that. Man, this is gonna get so cool. It's right here. Okay. Oh, you know what? Here, let's go ahead and draw the chair in there too. Oh, I'll draw the chair. We have a frame of reference. Let's do this. Actually, here, let me shorten this up a little bit. There you go. Okay, so we got the chair in there, and I got that line right there. I gotta erase that. It's bothering me. Okay, boom. Here's the little edge right there. Okay, cool. It's not pretty, but it's not supposed to be. Straight line. And no, I didn't use a ruler to get a straight line. It's called Shift key. Photoshop tricks. I know a couple of people that used a ruler before. It was kind of sad. All right, so basic super shape. All right, that's pretty much just like swoop, 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 all the way down. That is my basic form. That's pretty much all what I'm looking for. Now, let's get into the drapery. Let's start adding things, because not everything is going to be exactly shown the way it is right here. So that is our next task, is because, I mean, look, there's so much. Boom. Look at all this. Oh no. Yeah, I'll just make a new one. Look at all this right here. Look at this weight. Look at this gravity. The gravity is taking over. Oh, look at all that stuff right there. That's cool. That's so cool. Why do I like that? I like drapery. Especially after doing that class. That class was really, really fun, and I enjoyed it. Learned a lot from an hour. It was amazing. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Okay. And from here too, we're gonna be really starting to build up some of the shapes, some of the forms on these. That's what's really gonna be cool, because this right here. Okay. I might lighten this up just a tad. Okay. And then, look, see, this is where this one drapes down. This one right here drapes. Let's try to get this in one motion. There you go. Close enough. All right. And then we're gonna get this one motion, just like Bob Ross. What does he say? There you go. Oh, but you know what the thing is, that Bob Ross did not have Photoshop, so he couldn't do that. There you go. Okay, cool. So we got that. Let's add that little swoop. Let's add some of this right here. Not that, my computer's messing up. Erase that. Okay. I don't like this part. We didn't do it in one solid one. That's okay. Ooh, something like jazz music. Digging it. Okay. Now, if you look right here in the photo, she's a little bit more leaned. A little bit more leaned in the photo. That's okay. So let's create that. That's because of the clothes that she's wearing. But we're gonna extend it a little bit, make it more. Okay. Just got the clothes right here. Okay. We got that. Let me see how that's looking. Let me see if this is going through. Let's see. I'm trying to see if this is going through. Okay, cool. All right. So let's continue. All right. So we have the swoop. We got the swoops, the scoops. This one. Really liking that. And there's that one shape right here that actually goes into a piece of drapery. How many times can I say drapery on the stream? Drapery. Man, and I'm really digging this mic too, because I can hear so much better. And I think you guys can hear me just as well. Just as good. Which is awesome. That's what I want. What did I say in that one video? I just want us to chill and to vibe together in harmony. Okay. See, like, we have the shape, we have the form, which makes it easy whenever we start going and adding the clothes or drapery to that. It makes it that much easier. this too, because it's like it all just kind of collapses right here on the ground. And we're just gonna make that like a bunch of like squigglies. So we're just gonna be like chop, 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 chop. Can I do that twice? Oh, here's the edge of the chair. Oh. Okay. Alright. This is so cool. I like drawing this. Okay, let's see if we can Bob Ross this again and get this in one swoop. Oh, hold on. Oh. Start this over. Okay, ready? Ready. I'm gonna try to get this in one swoop. Oh, did I do that? I did. Okay. We got that in one swoop. Let's try to get this one. Nope. 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 Close enough. I'll just erase this stuff right here. We can always go back. I was really looking more for like the overall shape. This is gonna be the shadow. Let's add that. All this stuff kind of just collapses right here. It all just converges. There you go. I like that word better. Converges. Oops. Crap. Nope. There you go. Okay. So let's get the edge of the couch. Stool. There's like a huge stool thingy. Okay. Then we got this drapery. Oh, I can't forget the edge right here. And you see that? That's like in shadow. You can barely see it though. All right. Okay. Let's do that. Swoop. Bob Ross style. Oh, which by the way, I had a Bob Ross positive energy drink the other day, which was probably the most sugar I've ever drank in a while, but it was phenomenal because afterwards I felt super, super positive. It was amazing. Man, you know what I'm really gonna enjoy when we start really getting into this part is the shadows. Shadows is gonna be awesome. Because this is gonna branch off right here. It's right here. This part. That's gonna be cool. And this is the longest one. That went pretty smooth. All right, cool. And that doesn't even go that far either. Okay. This part. We're not even gonna really see her face. which is awesome because I didn't feel like drawing a face today. That's okay. Let's get that. I really like what she's wearing. Pretty, seems exotic in a way. And I'm horrible with clothes, but I'm a lot better now after taking that class. Okay. That. All right, cool. I got the drapery. It's really all we needed for that part. Whoops. Okay, so we have that. Oh, look, she's gone. Then we put her back in. Okay, we have that on a separate layer. See? Turn on and off. Now, I really didn't get too much into like detail and stuff because I'm really going to start diving more into detail, shadows, light when we get a little bit more into it as far as the shadow shape specifically too, because that's probably one of the most important things, and I really want to showcase more of that because that just, it tells us so much. But what we're going to do now is we have the guidelines for her body, so let's get more into that. We're going to do that on another layer. So I'm on layer number 7, but I really want to start getting more of the shape forms of the hand. So let's just zoom in a tad. All right, so let's get into that. I'm gonna make my brush lower because this is gonna be really cool. I've been really into drawing hands lately too. And she looks shocked. I like the motion of the wrist. This is how I spend my Friday nights. Today's Friday, right? Yeah. Yeah, Friday. Okay, cool. Sometimes I forget what day it is. Can't help it. This is my Friday night. Chilling in my office. Drawing. Improving in some way. Hanging out with my dog. Which he's just laying there. Well, let me see if I can. Look at that boy. What is he doing? I sure hope he's still breathing. Hey, you alive? Yeah, he's alive. All right. Continuing on. Boom. Oh, whoops. That little finger. And by the way, these are going to be like in shadow. So I'm not really putting a whole lot into it. And then you don't even see the pinky barely. It's like right there. But you can barely see it. Trust me, you can barely see it. Almost looks like a claw. Let me make it smaller, actually. Yeah.
That's really unique. That a mugshot or your version of Picasso?
Hooray. All right, so we made it a little bit smaller. Let's start carving her face out. That sounds really weird, but you know exactly what I mean. Because her face, which I'm gonna merge. Let me merge both of these right here. No, I don't want to merge that one. But I do want to take this, raise it up slightly. Oops. Okay. We're merely just taking the negative. That's all we're doing, is we're just taking the negative part. We're just sculpting that pretty much. So let's sculpt it. I wish we had some people that pose like this. And then there's a shadow right here over the hand. And then you see the guideline that I have. Of course, we're gonna deviate from that. It's not gonna go straight to that. But this goes right here. It's gotta be, this part's gotta be very, very subtle, because it doesn't want to be too overbearing. We gotta make this nice and crisp. It'll make the process when we actually go into color, or even like grayscale, so much easier. And that doesn't even really look like anything. But we're merely just doing the shadow. And you can barely see. Oops, I keep hitting my mic. You can barely see the outline right here. But it's there. And I think that's one of the beauties about art, is normally you would just look at this and just kind of just see it. But do you really see it? Do you really like look into the subtleness? Because you know what I see is, I'm looking at the temperature, which sounds funny, but everything has a temperature, especially when you paint and when you draw. And you want to like really accentuate that, because nothing will make your painting look faker if you just do a copy. And like when I get into color, I'm not using color picker. I'm just gonna straight wing what I think, my interpretation of the paint, the color, what it looks like. That's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. She's got like hair that's like coming out right here. This is really cool. I like this. Oh look, here's her ear. barely. It's also where I drew that guideline. See, guidelines help. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Try to keep an eye on time too. I don't want to stream too long. I gotta get up really, really early. Crazy early tomorrow. Like 3 o'clock in the morning early. Okay. Yeah. Erase that. I don't need that part. Man, I'm really digging the music too. It's all like chill. It's all nice. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at right now. That's that one. What I'm looking at are the shapes of the shadows. So boom. Got that one. The next one that I'm about to do is this one. That one. Well, really, you know, if you really like look at it, it's like all of this. That's what I'm looking at. And when you get more into drawing or sketching, like I tell this to people every once in a while when I'm drawing downtown, because they ask me about speed and like how do you get as fast as you can. I'm like, well, for one, I use a bigger charcoal stick or whatever, but I also, when I do that, this is what I'm doing. I'm literally just carving out what I see as far as shadows, because it makes a huge difference. See, this technically would be in shadow, but it's like a lighter tone. It's not a straight mid-tone, but it's going more into deeper ranges as far as like your tones. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just wanted to let you guys know. Maybe. Okay, whatever. Let's go. All right, so we got the detail going. Let's carve that out too. So it's going. Oh, I can't even see it now. Okay, so that's right there. And we're gonna just follow those exact lines like I had originally. So all that right there is in shadow. This is actually more sharp like that. Her hair. This is actually her hair right here. She's got long hair. And then this right here comes to the top of her breast right there. And then you really don't even, like, you can barely see the subtleness of the shirt that she's wearing, or dress or whatever. You can barely see the subtleness of that, but it's not going to be super dramatic. And you get some of these little lines right here to show like the wrinkles. That's right, wrinkles. Okay, so let's get, this is going to be like that. Oh, then see, I already got this one started. And then it's gonna come right here. Just like that. Shadow. This right here is in light, but we're actually going to turn this slightly more like this because that's the angle that it's actually at. Just like that. We're going to make this a lot more sharper. See, like when I go back and when I go and fill all this stuff in, you're going to be like, what? How did he do that? How did he do that? And then what did I say right here? I'm just gonna make this like a shape. I'm gonna get too much into it. What we can always carve out what we don't need later. Really cool part about this particular shadow that I'm kind of carving into right now is that it has a red tint to it. That's what I was talking about, like warm and cool shadows. Like that one has like a warm tint to it because it's reflecting the red seat that it has next to it, which is really, really cool. And that's what I want to show. I was really only planning on streaming for an hour, and we're coming up on that already. There's just so much that I want to get into on this. Just because it's awesome. Alright. Oh, of course. I really want to move this slightly over. I want to do the feet. Let me move this over a little bit more. Layer 7. Okay, let's do the feet. Ankle. Top foot. Don't question my anatomy. That's just gonna be a shape. I can always carve the toes out later. And look, you really don't even see any of that. And then we're gonna raise the dress up slightly right here because this is a little bit too high. So we're gonna raise it up to about right here. There you go. Oops. But see, like all this right here is in shadow. So like all of this that's all in shadow. Like you're not even gonna see any of that. So that's why I'm not really putting too much into it. Okay, let's just get into this. Like, let's just start throwing some mass shapes on there. Shapes, shadows. I can't believe I spelled shadows wrong. Shadows. SHADOES. Shadows. All right, so let's just throw some shadow shapes on there. Let's pick a brush. Excuse me. That's a little bit bigger. I don't know if that's the one I normally use. Or is it down here? Ah, there it is. Yeah, we'll use that one. Whatever. I'm gonna have to adjust the direction every once in a while. This is what I mean. It's got a direction to it, so. But I could. Nah, never mind. I like adjusting it manually. Let's start throwing some shapes on there. Start filling in the gaps. Not that much. Let's make this. I just want to do that. Let's just do like a gray, like the color I got right now. Let's turn this all the way up though. Oh, also let's put this on this layer. Because that's the one I'm going to be able to see everything. Not so much. Fill in all this stuff right here. It doesn't have to be perfect either, because we're gonna be like cutting some of this stuff out anyways whenever we get more into like the different shapes. I'm gonna say shapes a lot. Bless you. Hey, thank you. Thank you for that. See, there's a shadow shape right here I didn't mark. Well, that's okay. We just cut it out ourselves. Get that. Let's make this super big. Carve that out. There you go. And it's looking cool. Okay, let's keep going on the shadows. Oh, 1002. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be really like one just big shape. So let's just make it. One big shape. Whoops. Different brush. Okay. All right, carve that. A little bit darker right here underneath this. And then let's cut. I'm just gonna actually, well, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, let me just paint that in, but I don't want to paint that in. I'd rather just take this brush. But let me get the same type of brush. I want to make it look consistent, and I want to use like different brushes for erasing and stuff like that. I want to make it look organic. Man, you see what just doing the shapes, the shadows, you really just get a sense of form just from the shadows like alone. But let's throw in like a really big mass shape over here, because all this is in shadow as well, but it's not super deep shadow, so very lightly. Very lightly. Just carve it all away. See, and we kept. Get out of here. My computer's having a heart attack right now. Some of these lines in there for the textures and stuff. I'll do the same over here. All right. Let's add some shapes right here underneath the fingers. There's a slight shadow right there. Another shadow. Oh, this one goes even further. Boom, just like that. That's coming out really good. Add some shadows right there. See, that'd be where the hair is, and then the light hits right there on that first piece of drapery. And then this one right here is in the shadow as well. But that light really allows this drapery to really show through. Look at that. just shapes, shadows, and shapes. That's all it was. And we haven't really even gotten to color or anything like that. But it is coming up on over an hour, and I was just going to stream for an hour tonight. But I really want to continue this because it's looking really, really cool. And I just want to take you guys along for the process. So, thank you to everyone that watched and enjoyed, I hope, the stream. Had a lot of fun doing this, and I can't wait to stream again, especially with this new mic, because it's amazing and it sounds phenomenal, and I can do exactly what I want. So, like I said, thank you to everyone that watched the stream. Stay tuned, because I'll be having another one later. I'm going to try really hard to make this something more of like a scheduled thing, priorities. So, or planning a lot. So once I get everything set up, it's a lot easier for me to stream now with the system that I have. So it's a lot better quality as well, and that's what I wanted. But like I said, thank you guys for everything. Everyone who enjoyed, watched the stream, kept me company, which there's nobody in the chat, so I just talked to myself the whole time. But at least I had my doggy. Oh, look, here, before I leave. There he is. What is he doing? What's he doing? Are you tired? He's tired. Yeah, he's tired. That means it's doggy bedtime. No, leave me alone. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end the stream. Like I said, thanks to everyone who joined and watched. I will announce when I go live again. Hopefully a lot sooner, because this one was kind of short notice and I just felt like I really just wanted to stream. But yeah, so next time when I do it, I'll announce it a lot sooner. That way we can kind of get something planned. And I definitely want to sit here and keep going on this little project that we got going on, because I'm really enjoying it. So thank you guys once again for the billionth time. And I will see you guys next time. Tim Allen agrees. All right. See you guys.